I'm so happy to be here. And actually, I love my job. Last night, I made sushi with a 14-year-old boy who's been struggle with fighting against cancer. And it was a very touching moment. And now I get to be here and share what God has done for me because I don't deserve to be here. And I have nothing to offer. I'm not really educated or I'm not talented. But I can only do is what God has done for me and for my family through restaurant. And thank you for having me today. Okay, so I always tell the bad joke. What did a sushi say to the bee? What's up, bee? Sorry. That's why I keep my day job. Sorry. So now I love to share. I have 4 Facebook accounts because they only gave me 5,000 friends, and now I have an Instagram too. But I just wanted to tell you how we came to the United States. First, I was kind of crazy kid. I had a reverse mohawk. Have you seen it? Just shave the middle. It's pretty ugly. And Japan, we had to wear black uniforms, same shoes, same hairstyles. I couldn't do it. Anything I did, I got in trouble. My dad has been a pastor all his life, poor pastor. He didn't make money. And shoes, we had to wear white shoes with a yellow trim. And then I found a red one for half off. So I told my dad, I love red, so why not get that one? So I wore that in first day in school. 2,500 students were there. I was the only one with the wrong color shoes. And the principal said, like, podium, hey, why don't you come up to the podium? I said, yes, I feel so special. So I'm on the podium, waving at my friends. And he was a judo teacher. He said, turn around. Yes, sir. And he starts smacking my face till I start bleeding all over. And the principal said, if you don't follow school rules, we're going to do that to you. So I wasn't that special. So I get both shoes to my, principal. I didn't wear shoes for a year. I just have to show how stupid I was. And then I went home and I told my dad, I can't fit in Japan somehow. What do I do? And then my dad said, I heard America is a good place for you to go. So I said, you know what? I was 11. I said, I'm going to America. I started doing the newspaper route. And by the time I was 15 and a half, raised $6,000. So I told my parents, adios, I'm going to America. And then my dad, my mom, brother, sister, they all said, we'd like to go with you. But they didn't have money, so I had to end up paying for their airplane tickets to come here. And then when we came here, we found a church in South Sacramento, needed a Japanese-speaking pastor. I said, perfect, that's all my dad can do. So he got a job right there, and we got a green card right away. That was a miracle. The only problem is they had only 3 members, 88, 91, and 101. They're more than halfway to heaven, right? So they pay my dad $450 a month. I say, well, that's pretty low, so I have to do newspaper route with my brother, collecting cans and cardboards. That's all I did in high school years. And meanwhile, when I was 17, my dad woke up one morning. He said, son, God gave me a dream. God gave me a vision. I said, what is it? He said, we're opening a restaurant together. I said, Dad, you never had a business. You never cooked in your lifetime. How can you even imagine? He said, I imagine. God gave me a vision, a dream. I said, okay, whatever. And then we're driving by the Roseville. It's called the Stonebridge Way by Oakland High School. I saw a Japanese guy, fanny pack, glasses, taking pictures of the houses. I said, oh, he must be Japanese. So we stopped by and, hey, do you need any help? He said, how do you know I'm Japanese? Well, I could smell you. And we started talking and we exchanged the phone number. And then he called my dad, what are you doing in America? He said, we're opening a restaurant together. And this guy said, all right, why don't you give me a bank account number? I said, whoa, we have only $2,000, why not? So we gave it to him and found out following week he sent us $300,000 to a bank account. I mean, I never seen that many zeros in my life. It still gives you a chill. How can anybody give that kind of money to a total stranger? And my dad said, do you believe in miracles? Yes, I do now. And that's how we got the money. Only problem is we didn't speak English And in high school, they told me, if you don't understand, just say no problem. I said, okay, that's easy. No problem. Which class are you going? No problem. So they used to call me Mr. No Problem in high school. I got this in the homecoming dance too, but no problem. Live in a circle for me. I just dance by myself. That's my high school years. But so when we opened the restaurant too, they said, this hood is $50,000. Oh, no problem. I barely spilled 1,000, you know. And then this lighting system is $15,000. Oh, no problem. So of course, within 6 months, we ran out of money, and more we work, more we lose money. And bank called me one day. They said, you owe us $2,000. I thought bank we have to have money there, and then found out I was keep writing the bad checks. Fine was $2,000 already. And then all the vendors start cutting us off. Everything was COD, cash on delivery. And more we work again, more we lose money. So I told my dad, we can't dig deeper. We haven't paid 120 days to all the vendors. We haven't paid 4-month lease. We haven't paid anything that we have to pay. And my dad's still offering, he was getting $450 a month. And then found out he's offering $500. I said, Dad, that's not 10%. And you owe me money, you owe everybody money. How can you offer more than 100% of your pay? He said, there's no business closed because of too much offering. I said, because nobody's that stupid. My dad said, I made a deal with God, trust me. God started, God will finish it. I said, okay. And he gave me, of course, Romans 5:3-5. Not only so, we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance in character, and character hope. And when I was almost 19, 21, I had the hardest time. We're the only sushi bar in the whole world, couldn't afford fish. People came in, they said, can I get a tuna? I'm sorry, we have avocado fish or cucumber fish. It was frustrating. And I started having the ulcer because so much stress. And then I love basketball. At lunch break, I played, and I broke my ankle, and I twisted my middle finger, and then I was sharpening, cut my hands open to emergency. So here I am, middle finger, and then trying to make sushi with one arm, one leg, one arm, and having an ulcer, sweating, and then people are complaining, and we can't pay anything. I told my dad, I'm sorry, but we have to go back to Japan middle of the night, please. My dad said 2 things. It's not about what you know, about who you know. It's not what you know about. You have to know, Jesus. And also, talk to every customer. Maybe they can help you. We had about 30 customers a day, so it was easy for me to talk to every one of them. And they were very helpful for me. And the second thing he said was, do your best and God do the rest. I said, Dad, I'm almost 21. Let me retire when I'm 21. I'll do my job. I do my best. If I have to party every night, I do it. And if it doesn't work out, I'm going to blame upstairs. My dad said, do it. So since then, I changed my whole idea of working to having fun, slave to enjoy every moment. Now, since then, I never had a bad day yet because I'm having so much fun every day. And meanwhile, my dad said no sex before marriage. I was dying. So I called my girlfriend in Japan. She's here right now. You gotta move here right now. So she did. As soon as she got here, boom, 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 4 kids in 5 years, right? So when I had a second baby, my dad said, son, I had a dream again. I said, Dad, I'm sorry, but I don't want to hear any of your dreams. He said, no, I'm going to name your daughter Chio, meaning 1,000 sheep. I said, why do that to my daughter? That sounds so boring to me. And my dad said, I had a dream of having 1,000 customers a day. I said, wow, okay, thank you so much for your dream. And I didn't believe it, of course, but as soon as he said that, yoga shop next door closed down. And they said, oh, why don't you take it over? I said, okay. I went to the county, and how do you open the next door? He said, you need a drawing. I said, no problem. I told my dad he loves painting. He said, "Can you draw what kind of restaurant we should have?" So he painted, and then I brought it to the county. Here's my drawing. And they laughed so hard. They were talking about blueprint, right? I had no idea what they were talking about. Oh, no problem. So I went home. You know what? They laughed at me. So we just opened the door. Opened the wall by ourselves, and we keep expanding without a permit. I pay the fine later, though. But that's how we keep opening. And then eventually we start opening yoga shop and a haircut video store, and then we had to ask donor shop to move out so we can take their section. And then we start having 1,000 customers on weekends. And 99, we opened one in Roseville, 2003 downtown, 2005 in Arden, 2006 in Elk Grove, 2007 North Star, 2008 in Denver, 2009 in Fountain, 2009 in Davis, 2011 in Fountain, last year in Folsom. Next month, we're opening Concord. Now, family of 5, we grew to 850 employees from $300 a day sales. We do about $50 million this year. And fish, too. We have no fish for a while. We'll do about 52 tons of seafood every month. Thank God for the big ocean. But anyway, so I'm living an American dream, but my dad always said, be humble. Give back to God, give back to the community. And we've been doing we used to have basketball tournament, tennis tournament. We never raised money on that. Somebody said, if you do golf, you can raise money. So I said, okay, I never play golf, but we'll have a golf tournament. So we did, and I hit everywhere. They laughed at me and raised money. I said, oh, that's easy. So we started doing the golf tournament. We just had a 22nd annual last year. We raised another $285,000. We reached $1 million for breast cancer navigator program. Now, it's very touching, but inside our hospital, we have a Mikuni Infusion Center. We helped over 4,000 patients already. And when tsunami happened in 2011, we made a rescue roll. And then we asked all the people in Sacramento to buy it so we can raise money for Japan. It was very personal to us because we just went there before that happened. And in 2 weeks, we raised over $180,000 for Japan, too. When the Texas was flooded, we did another rescue roll. In 1 week, we raised $50,000 for Texas, too. So every opportunity I get like this, I love to share what God has done for us through Mikuni. And meanwhile, I told this gentleman who gave us money, you got to come and see what you have done. And he never came. In 2011, finally, I finished the first book called Abundance. I just wanted to share what God has done. And then I brought the book to him, and he was already gone, too. So that's why I believe in pay it forward, too. You don't have to look for return. You just have to keep doing good things according to God's eyes. So now I'm a CDO of Mikuni, Chief Dreaming Officer. So I get to dream all I want. That's my job now. Dreaming is free, so why not dream big, right? So, as you know, Mikuni means the kingdom of God, like heaven. So I can ask anything I want to God. So now my new dream is 50-50. I want 50 Mikuni business locations by 50th anniversary of Mikuni. I might be dead by then, but it's free to dream, right? So we just had a 30th anniversary last year. So we got 20 more years to go. We have to open 41 more locations, I think. And, meanwhile, I was praying to God last year. I love to keep dreaming. My goal was to be the happiest man ever. I used to be very short-tempered. I was very emotional. When we had a small restaurant, I fired so many people. If you have attitude, fire. That's how I used to be. But more we grow, I had to change myself. I have to be a good example for others as a Christian. So I start praying, God, you have to make me be the happiest man ever. So every morning I had to look at the mirror, ask myself, do I want to be happy today? And then my answer is yes. So it was yes. So I kept doing that. But now, if somebody cut me off on the freeway, I say, oh, thank you for not hitting me. Have a nice day. I pray for him. I'm so happy every day. I don't know what to do with my happiness lately. But so last year, God, thank you so much for making me so happy every day. But now I need a new goal because ninth location we named the Kaizen means continuous improvement, change for the better. We want to keep improving in every way, like even business too. Roles too. I never know how to make sushi. My dad started building the sushi bar with us, and hey, who's gonna make sushi? Who else? And I said, well, I don't know how to make sushi, so I have to go buy a book called Sushi for Dummies in San Francisco. And then I start making, and they said, some people say, I don't like sushi, I like hot dog. No problem. I go liquor store, get a hot dog, made a hot dog roll, and then serve with the ketchup and mustard. One guy said, I love hamburger. I said, no problem. I just put hamburger and put the little miso, made a miso happy burger roll. So anything I did, I start creating new rolls for the people, and then we had about 300 rolls back in the days. But anything in the business too, anything we can improve, we want to improve. We had 13 chefs open their own around us, so we have to keep having that sauce as a secret. So now we have a central kitchen to make all the sauces and stuff too. And talk about business, I can talk about it all day, all night. But anyway, so meanwhile, I asked God, I need a new Bible verse for 2018. Please give me the new goal. And then I didn't get it. And suddenly one of the Facebook friend said, I have to see you. I had a dream about you. I said, ooh, I want to hear this. So we got together, tell me. And then she said, I saw you had a Mickey Mouse hands. I said, ooh, that's kind of weird. And then, what did I do? He said, it's a joy and love, and you're going around everywhere and touching people. I said, ooh, I like that too. And she said, I have a Bible verse for you from God. I said, whoa, gave it to me. And then it was Ephesians 3:16-19. I pray that out of his glorious riches he may strengthen you with power through his Spirit in your inner being, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith. And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power together with all the Lord's holy people to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God. So God gave me a new dream for 2018 to be the most joyous man ever. So, happiness is your choice. You want to be happy and this, that. But now I believe God is going to give me joy from inside out. If I don't share, I'm going to blow up. So that's how I feel like every morning I wake up, and I can't thank God enough for that too. So meanwhile, my dad gave me a logo. Here you go. This is our logo, you see. Cross in the middle because we're Christian. And there's 2 P's. My dad said, what do you think these P's are? I said, Dad, for business, we need some profit. I don't mind having prosperity. I was young. How about pleasure? My dad said, you're out of here. And my mom said, how about pray for peace? My dad said, well, that's very nice, but that's not it. And then my ex-account said, how about just pay, please? And my friend who owns the casino said, oh, plus he's making money, pie game poker. That's not it. Does anybody know what's the answer for this? If you have an answer, I give you a prize. I have a gift card. I have a shirt. It's something to do with a goal. Anybody? Start with a P. Yeah. Oh, praise is one of them. Okay, I better remember. Can you remember who said that? I get you a gift card or whatever. And then, yes, one is praise. How about the other one? Yes, who said purpose? Okay, somebody knew the answer. Yeah, so our logo means purpose and praise. But like my wife is Japanese, and they're always polite, patient. Another P is punctual. So I know I have to finish pretty soon, but so I can stay for 15 minutes or so for Q&A. But other than that, I just wanted to make sure this is not my story. It's his story. I'm just a part of it. So I'm so thankful for what he has been doing through this community, through restaurant. And thank you for letting me share what God has done for us too. All right. Thank you so much for letting me share.